Beck Bros Productions is proud to present Omaha Junior Lancers High School Hockey. Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey is brought to you by Olden House Contracting, Seymour Auto Centers, the Sports Medicine Program at Nebraska Medicine, Sid Dillon Auto Dealers, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey.
Welcome back to the Ames Iowa State University Arena here for Day 2 action of Omaha Junior Lancer Hockey. And with me today is Mike Vlasakis. Welcome back, Mike, to another beautiful day outside and a beautiful day in the rink.
Yeah, Mike, it's a great day for hockey here in Ames, Iowa. We're on the campus of Iowa State University. Nice venue here. The state tournament's kind of been perennially here for many years now, and they do a fine job here in hosting this tournament.
Absolutely. And, yesterday's game, we started out with that noon game, 4th, 5th seed match, and played the Oak Leafs there from Des Moines, and wasn't a favorable outcome for the Omaha Junior Lancers yesterday.
Oh, it was a tough game, and not what the OJL team had expected. They had high expectations coming in. Thought we made all the right moves preparing for this first game, and as it turned out, it was pretty much decided in the first period.
Absolutely, and it was a rough outing yesterday for goalie Kevin Freestone. He ended up getting pulled there after his third goal let in, and was replaced by sophomore Luke Weberg.
Well, Kevin's a quality goaltender, and part of this game at any position is to be mentally prepared and mentally tough. And you know what? Sometimes things like that happen, and as a quality goaltender playing at a high level, he's going to bounce back fine. He just needs to flush this one and get it behind him, put it in the rearview mirror, and get ready for the next game. Absolutely,
and I guess one of the positives to take away from yesterday's game was basically second and third period. I felt that Omaha pretty much, they were even second and dominated third period action as all the goals were scored in that first. But, Oak Leafs couldn't really muster much against Omaha, and Omaha was able to get one past Connor Close there late in the third period.
We had several key ingredients that we thought would contribute to yesterday's contest, and after the first period, not a lot of those things had been accomplished by the Omaha Junior Lancers. Second period was a dial-up for them. They had a much better performance, and in the third period as well, virtually the third period was played in one end. And so if there's a bright spot, that's it. The downside is 4 goals against a quality opponent like the Des Moines Oak Leagues is just a little much to ask for to come back. If it was 2, maybe 3, and you chipped away, you could make things happen. But what ended up happening was Omaha just made Connor Close gain confidence throughout the course of that game.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? They put that game in the back burner. That's out of their mind. Today is a new day. And today they face a quality opponent in the Mason City Mohawks that we've seen twice already this season.
We saw them 2 games set here in the second half. Had some success, but they were a team on the rise in the second half, and they've got a good lineup of players. I mean, they've got some quality players. They have size. They can play a physical game, and they have good goaltending. So we'll see how Omaha comes out. It'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy and tactics they deploy in this contest.
Absolutely, and talking about their goaltending, Parker Dollinger, he's one of the best ones in the league, and he'll be starting a net for Mason City yet today.
Yes, he's capable of stealing games, and he's a large kid. He comes out, he challenges. If there's any suspect that might be side to side, so they've got to get him moving in order to create quality opportunities. And I think, moreover, just getting pucks on net. That's going to be one key ingredient. Get a lot of shots on net, make the goaltender handle it, and then look for the follow-ups, weak side post, and rebounds.
And that's something we didn't do in the first period yesterday, was get shots on net. And I think as the game went on, we got more shots on net. The shots yesterday were pretty close. I think they were like 24-30 in favor of the Oak Leafs. But I mean, that's usually a favorable thing, but a lot of those shots came, I think, in the third period for Omaha.
They did, and like I said, that third period, and with all due respect to Des Moines, I mean, they had a 4-goal lead, and they probably dialed it back a little bit, and but that third period was, one end of the ice was pretty clean, the other end of the ice was pretty dirtied up, and mainly it was because of the sustained pressure by Omaha, but they just could not solve Connor Close yesterday.
Absolutely. Who do you think is going to be key today for Omaha to get the job done?
Well, there are some lineup changes. Skratsky's in there. We've got a couple other changes in the lineup, but the usual suspects for Omaha are, we have good defenders, and they need to play strong in the defensive zone, and they need to get help from the forwards coming back. That's going to be key, to play a solid defensive game. Other than that, we've got Berkowitz, we've got Walters, E-Step. That's a quality group of players right there, and as they go, that's how OJL goes.
Absolutely. Well, we're done with the Zamboni scrape. We're waiting for officials and players to get this match underway.
Speaking of officials, referee today in today's contest is a 3-man rotation. Cody Clark will be the referee. The linesman will be Travis Larson, and Rusty Cole's back. And so we're hoping for a good game. I hope teams play to the best of their ability. They play hard and play physical and within the rules.
Absolutely. It should be a great game. We're going to take a quick break here as we're waiting for teams to take the ice. We'll be right back after these messages.
The sports medicine program at Nebraska Medicine is proud to be the athletic trainer and sports medicine provider for Omaha Junior Lancers high school hockey. The multidisciplinary program is uniquely designed to bring together physicians and professionals from specialties and subspecialties, collaborating to develop a customized treatment and rehabilitation program for each patient. The sports medicine team includes experts in primary care, sports medicine, orthopedics, neurology, physical and occupational therapy, and athletic training. For injuries sustained during any activity, count on one team for treatment. To make an appointment with the sports medicine program, call 1-800-922-0000. Nebraska Medicine. Serious medicine. Extraordinary care.
At Olden House Contracting, our specialty is transforming homes and leaving lasting impressions. Through quality craftsmanship and courageous design, we'll bring your vision to life. Olden House Contracting, 402-573-8125 or oldenhousecontracting.com.
Well, we're back here live at the Ames ISU Arena here for the start of first period action between the Omaha Junior Lancers in the white and your Mason City Mohawks wearing red. And Mike, starting lineup for today?
Omaha Junior Lancers starting at center, number 98, Braxton Hatch. Had a hard-working game yesterday. He'll be flanked by wingers. Jacob Berkowitz on the left side, number 22. Number 89, Austin Esep on his right wing. And defensively, we'll have left defenseman number 12, Stephen Degnan, and number 36, Ian Tessier on the right side. In the net today will be number 34, Luke Weberg. And that's the lineup for the Omaha Junior Lancers.
Well, that's, that lineup is going to be expected to get this game started quick, and we're lining up at center here, getting ready for the puck drop.
Hatch on the dot, just awaiting the Mohawks to get into the face-off circle here, and we'll get this game underway. Both teams playing for pride now, and just awaiting Donlinger. He's all set to go. Weberg's set to go. Scorekeeper set to go. Puck is dropped. Picked up by Mason City. They dump it in right on net, and Luke Weberg with a cover-up and a save.
First shot of the game. Luke had to be quick on that one as Mason City is just trying to get shots on him and see how he handles it.
Anytime a goaltender handles a shot, it's a good opportunity. Puck's dropped. Tessier picks it up behind the Omaha cage, rings it off the glass and into neutral ice. Jones for the Mohawks. Comes back, plays it off the half wall behind his net on an indirect pass. Rings it and rims it up the right wing corner for Omaha. Omaha trying to keep the puck in the zone. Hatch now with it. A shot on goal and a save by Donlinger. Mohawk on the retreat. He's rubbed out of the play. Number 33's got the puck along the half wall. That's McHenry. Back to Berkowitz. He's able to lay it into the Mohawk zone, and they come out into neutral ice. Intercepted by Degnan. Moves it to Skratsky. Skratsky with a nice move in neutral ice. Dishes it for Eggers. He's coming down the right wing side. Lays it in the corner. Battle in the corner for the puck. Eggers now with it. He plays it from behind the net to Skratsky, net front, and can't get a shot off as he's tied up by a Mohawk defender. Puck's laid into neutral ice. On the retreat is Ian Sloan. He comes back, picks the puck up. He's looking for Payton, who picks it up into neutral ice. Payton gains the red line. He's in the zone. He lays a shot in, and it's steered away by Donlinger. Jackson Peterson now on it. Mason City gains control. Despinas tries to play the puck. And back in the zone. Here comes Walters. Shot on goal and a glove save by Donlinger.
Some good energy to start this game by this Omaha squad. You know, the first three lines out have been able to generate some scoring chances here.
Here's the replay on that. Puck was picked up into neutral ice by Walters and came in with a good quality shot and a glove save by Donlinger. This faceoff is to his blocker side in the Mason City defensive zone. They move it from behind the net. Cardona intercepts in neutral ice. Omaha doing a good job covering the passing lanes in neutral ice. Weak side forward. That's number 9. That's Jimenez. He tries to play the puck. Cardona comes up. A pass to Berkowitz. Berkowitz with a nice move and a shot. And a save by Donlinger.
Some good early action here at the Ames ISU Arena this morning.
Mason City giving up some quality opportunities. This play generated by Cardona. Chips it out. That's Hatch. Finds Berkowitz. He turns the defenseman inside out and gets a quality shot on Donlinger. Puck's just dropped. Omaha's pursuing behind the Mohawk cage. Mason City now bringing it up the half wall, reversing. They try to go indirect to the other defenseman, D to D behind the net. He takes a spill. Puck's along the neutral ice half wall, just in front of the Mason City bench, goes weak side, and on the retreat is Degnan. Degnan picks it up behind his net, drops it for Tessier on a reverse. Tessier looking. Glassing out to Angelo Perry. Perry's got numbers. Now the Mohawks are back into their end. Puck comes out to the point. Degnan indirects it down low. And the Mohawks are able to pick it up and move it out into neutral ice. That's Hahn wearing number 10. And the Mohawks go in offside. Stoppage in play. This will bring this faceoff out to the neutral ice dot. The Mohawks left wing faceoff dot just outside of the Omaha defensive zone. Puck is dropped. Mohawks win the draw. They send it into the Omaha end. Sloan now picks it up behind his net, moves it up the half wall, tries to rim it, and comes right back in. Once again, Sloan moves it to Jackson Peterson, and he tries to indirect it into neutral ice, which he does. Grun now with it, dumps in on net. And Donlinger stops and covers. 13:02 left in this game. 0-0 is your score. Excuse me, first period. I did that yesterday, too.
Game wasn't quite over yet.
No, the game was in the first period. First period of this game. Puck's dropped back. Walters has it. He tries to dish it for Peterson. Peterson picks it up in the corner, drops it back for Grun on a cycle. He goes behind the net, drops it for Walters. Walters looking for backside support. Indirects to Sloan. Sloan gets a shot wide of the net. Comes back out to Noah Payton. Payton plays it back in. Tries to find Peterson. Just ahead of him. Strong side corner battle now. Cody Walters comes out. And a low shot and a great glove save by Donlinger.
Yeah, Walters there, I think he was looking for that screen and maybe a tip in that the way he took that shot.
Here's a replay of that play. Walters comes right out to the dot, and with momentum going the opposite direction, he shoots back toward the glove side, and Donlinger comes up with a save. Skratsky now on the faceoff. Just to Donlinger's glove side. Puck is dropped. Mohawks with the win, although they've got forechecking pressure here by Omaha. Deptula, Eggers, and Skratsky. Skratsky angling off the defender, and Omaha's pinching D. Deptula able to rub out player on the half wall to Degnan. Degnan indirects it up to Tessier, and the puck's laid into the Mohawk end. Wrap up the half wall, comes back to Deptula. Berkowitz looking for a pass. They go weak side to Burko from Skratsky, and Burko can't gain the handle, but a nice opportunity had he been able to get a shot off. Omaha rims the puck. Berkowitz goes to the weak side and plays it off the half wall down low. Now Mohawks with the puck. That's Bryce Ball. Brings it back behind the net. Cardona on the pinch. He loses the handle. And Jimenez now coming on the right wing side, launches a shot over the top of the net. Omaha able to bring it back out, just out of the reach of Berkowitz. Hatch comes in. Mason City able to play it out in a neutral ice where Zach Krause takes it, gives to Cardona. Cardona tries to find E-Step. E-Step overskates the puck. The puck's launched back into the Omaha end, played up the half wall to E-Step. Back to Cardona. He leaves it for Krause. Krause dishes it to Berkowitz, who plays it off his skate back to Krause. They come back into the Mohawk end. Payton lays it in. Krause comes off on a personnel change. Gruen now finishes his check in the corner. That's number 26, Terrell Hopkins, playing the puck low in the Mason City defensive zone. Puck comes net front to Cody Walters. Just steps over it. Noah Payton finds the handle and launches a shot and a cover-up. And a good save by Parker Donlinger. We'll get a replay on this.
Looks like we might also have a penalty coming up here.
Puck comes low to high. Cody Walters just misses the handle, but Payton's right there. Launches a good shot and a save and a cover-up. And we'll have our first penalty of this contest at 10:22 in this first period. Number 26, Terrell Hopkins, will go off on a minor penalty. Cross-checking. 2 minutes. Omaha with the man advantage. Walters retrieves the face-off, drops it back for Payton. Back to Payton. Back to Walters. He's coming into the dot. Gets a shot blocked by a Mohawk defender. Payton once again from the point. Another block. Mason City doing a good job fronting and blocking shots. Sloan down low with it. Plays it up for Gruen. Gruen finds Payton. Payton looks at Walters on the half wall. Comes to the dot. Makes a nice move. Gets to his backhand. Tries to fish it through for Jackson Peterson. Goes wide of the net. Peterson now has it. He goes to the top of the circle and dishes it to Gruen. And a nice give-back pass by Zach Gruen to a crashing Jackson Peterson. And JP gets a good quality shot on net there and a cover-up by Donlinger. Here's the replay from the point, off the strong side post, and a one-time opportunity for Jackson Peterson. Hatch on the draw. Just to the blocker side of Donlinger. They win it to the half wall. Played up to Tessier. Tessier drops it back in. They switch sides with Degnan. Back to the half wall is Burko. They look for the give and go. Back to the point to Degnan. Back to Tessier. And we have a stoppage in play. I'm not sure what.
I think he was maybe calling a crease violation.
Man in the crease, possibly. Kind of behind the play, so we didn't get a good vantage point on that. Puck comes just outside. The left wing dot for the Omaha Junior Lancers just outside the Mohawk defensive zone. Tessier now has it. He tries to move it to Estep. Estep tries to find Burko along the half wall. Can't get it there. Tessier goes back to Burko. He plays it up for Tessier. Tessier gains the zone. 36 seconds left in this man advantage. Estep plays it off the half wall, comes to the dot, looks in the corner, looking for Berkowitz. Berkowitz comes in, tries to get a shot, once again fronted by a Mohawk defender. Estep was set up at the bottom of the faceoff circle, breaks his stick, and we could have a penalty call here because Austin Estep did not drop his broken stick.
That's unfortunate. That's kind of a mental lapse there.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you learn in mites. I don't know what happened there. He broke his stick on the one-time opportunity and then skated to the bench with the half of his broken stick. Here's the opportunity. There goes the stick. The shot goes off into the corner, and he skates to the bench with the other half of the broken stick, and by rule, you're supposed to drop that.
He didn't want to lose that shaft on the ice. He wanted to make sure he took that home with him.
So Austin Estep is out 2 minutes. 10 seconds left on the Mohawk penalty. McHenry into the zone, gets a shot on Weberg. Weberg with a save. Now Peterson has it. He's skating down the right wing. Tries to find Gruen. He's rubbed off the puck. Retreating defenseman Jackson Jones picks it up. He comes into neutral ice. Played off the puck by Cardona. And Payton now with it behind the Omaha cage. Cardona finds it, sends it the length of the ice on a clear. 1:17 left on the penalty to Estep. Mohawks breaking into neutral ice. That's Brett Despinas. He plays it up the half wall, but Berkowitz there to intercept the pass. Good front by Braxton Hatch. Cardona picks the puck up and clears. 7:22 left in this first period. Scores are 0. Puck's moved over to number 29. That's Bryce Ball. He plays it into the Omaha zone. Up the half wall to Despinas. McHenry now with it. He drops it for Watt. Back to McHenry. He moves it over cross ice to number 28, Jackson Jones, and it's picked up by Tessier. Tessier able to lay it into neutral ice. Mohawks go D to D. 8 seconds left on the Estep penalty. Played off by Degnan. He gets the puck stolen away by McHenry, but Degnan uses his feet and comes out, makes a nifty move in neutral ice. He's got Estep. He lays it into the corner, and they go in offside. And this faceoff will come out into the neutral ice zone. Omaha's left wing dot just outside the Mason City defensive blue line.
Estep got a little ahead of himself there, get a little anxious coming out of the box.
Angelo Perry on the faceoff. Right wing, Larry Mercier, number 18, and 77, Noah Oldenhouse off the left wing. Payton on the right side, Sloan on the left D. Mercier lays it into the corner. Oldenhouse trying to give chase. Perry there to close off the half wall. Good read by Mercier. He comes from behind the net. He sees Payton. Payton's got ice in front of him. Great save by Dowling and a rebound by Noah Oldenhouse. And another pad save by Donlinger.
Good energy by that line, Mercier, Perry, and then Oldenhouse out there.
We'll get the replay on this. Puck comes from behind the net, low to high. There's Payton, sees ice in front of him, gets a good initial shot and a save by Donlinger, and then a repeat on the rebound from Oldenhouse. Face-off just to Donlinger's blocker side. Zach Grun on the draw. He moves it to the half wall to Cody Walters. Back down by Cardona. Walters unable to hold his own. D to Cardona. Kraus falls behind the net, and it's picked up by Jackson Peterson, who finds Walters. He's in neutral ice. He's got a 3-on-2. He lays it for Grun, and Grun gets another shot on goal. We've got a delay penalty here at 5:43 of this first period, and the call is going to be interference. And it looks like it's going against Mason City. Number 10. That's J.J. Hahn, listed as number 21, but wearing number 10 today. It goes off on a 2-minute minor for interference. Omaha wrangling in the corner. Puck's moved to the point. Ian Sloan now has it. He goes D to Payton. Payton comes to the middle. He's looking. Finds Walters at the top of the circle. Back to Payton. Payton thinking about shooting. Finds Walters at the dot. Dot makes a nice move. Backhand. And a save by Donlinger. Mohawks able to clear the puck into neutral ice, where Sloan picks it up. Moves it across. And back to Despinas. Almost a costly play there by Omaha. Walters now has it in neutral ice. He finds Estep, who chips it to Payton. Payton comes in, right wing side, finds the corner, trying to peel up the half wall. Dishes it for Berkowitz. Berkowitz to Cody Walters, and scores right off the weak side post on a nice little dish down low.
That makes it tough for Donlinger to even make a stop on that when you're, able to move that puck so fluent.
Outnumbered situation down low. Here's Burko. He comes out, give and go situation. Gives it to Walters, and Walters able to convert. And Omaha scores on their second power play of the game at 4:45. They take the lead 1-0 in this first period. Skratsky now at the face-off circle. Mohawks able to play it down into their end. Tessier still has it. Control on half wall. He takes a little trip there, and we're going to have another delayed call.
Looks like another penalty on Mason City right there.
Tessier on the half wall trying to play the puck, and his legs were taken out from him by Jimenez, so he will go off at 4:29 in this first period. Zach Jimenez, 2-minute minor for tripping. Hatch on the faceoff just to the top of the circle, Omaha's left wing side. Loses the draw, and Mohawks able to play it back into the Omaha zone. Degnan, a blind D-to-D pass to Tessier. Tessier able to recover, moves it back for Degnan on the power play breakout. Tessier has it again, moves it to Estep. Estep can't handle the pass. Comes into the zone. Hatch now with it. Lays it in behind the Mohawks cage, and Mason City able to play it back out. Degnan on the retrieve. Loses the handle. Plays from behind his net. Moves it to Estep. Estep headmans it over to Hatch, who chips it for Berkowitz. Berkowitz picks it up, leaves it for Hatch. Hatch on the half wall, trying to make separation. Tessier able to keep the puck in. Berkowitz now with it in the corner. That's Estep. Estep drops it for Hatch. Back up top to Estep. He finds Payton. Payton with a shot. Steer away by a Mohawk defender, and they're able to clear the puck. 3:12 left in this period. 41 seconds left on the penalty.
Looks like a tripping penalty coming to Omaha.
And looks like we're going to have a penalty against number 22, Jacob Berkowitz. 2-minute minor for tripping, and I think that was behind the play on the line change. So puck was in the far side corner, and this happened in neutral ice, so we didn't get a vantage point on that, but Berkowitz is off. 2 minutes tripping. McHenry on the faceoff, just to the blocker side of Weberg. Cardona has it. He's looking for a lane. Moves it to Grun. Grun comes down the left wing side. He's measuring. Lays it in behind Donlinger. And Jackson Peterson finds the puck in the corner. He makes separation. He wins the puck. Back to Grun. Back to the point to Payton. Blocked by number 26, Terrell Hopkins. And back into the Omaha end. Mohawks off the half wall low. That's Vespinas with a shot. Short side on Luke Weberg, and he steers it aside with his shoulder. Cardona now has it. And he launches it the length of the ice on a nice clear. Mohawks have to regroup. They chip it out into neutral ice. Moves it to Ball. Ball comes down the left wing side. Drops it for Watt. Watt back to McHenry. Down to Ball. Ball behind the Omaha cage. Looking for Vespinas. Net front. They go D to Watt. They try to find Ball in the corner. E-step with a good front on Watt. Puck gets wrapped. Rimmed around the top. Watt with another shot. And a save off the skate of Ian Tessier and a cover-up by Luke Weberg. 1:44 left in this first period. 36 seconds left on the penalty to Jacob Berkowitz. Omaha leads 1-0. There's your replay. Up the half wall to McHenry. Kick save by Tessier. Puck's put into play. Mason City retrieves down in their own end to Ball. Ball comes out looking for someone to dish it to. Curls back into the zone on the skate move and moves it up to Watt in neutral ice. Watt indirects a pass to Vespinas. Vespinas curls back down low and moves it back up to Watt. Watt being angled now by Degnan. They set up. Grun has pressure. Front by Jackson Peterson. Puck is low in the zone. Degnan plays it off into the corner. Here comes Grun. Grun just lays it out for Noah Oldenhouse, and it's intercepted and dumped back in as teams go full strength with a minute left in this period. Degnan moves it into neutral ice for Angelo Perry. Perry lays it into the Mohawk end. They play it around the opposite side and rim it down to their left wing half wall. Into neutral ice is McHenry trying to find the puck between his feet. Mercier now. Play to Jimenez in front of the slot area. And Weberg able to get a good cover up here. Here's your replay off the half wall. Play down low. Jimenez tied up by a Omaha defender. And a good cover up by Luke Weberg. 31 seconds left in this period. Face off glove side of Weberg. Indirect pass to Burko. Burko's got a steam in front of him. He's got some room and he goes in. And a save by Donlinger. Nice move by Jacob Berkowitz.
Donlinger had to stretch post to post on that one, otherwise it would have been behind him.
This puck was played out of the Omaha end. Hatch indirects it right to Jacob Berkowitz, finds him right on the tape. Burko comes from his forehand and tries to find five-hole and just misses, and a great pad save by Donlinger. Face off back into the Mohawk end, played off by Braxton Hatch. They try to stretch Jimenez in neutral ice. He's played off the puck. Sloan now retreating, just trying to buy some time. And this will end the period. Your first period. Omaha 1, Mason City Mohawks 0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network.
Beck Bros Production.
The last thing I want to do is build something that doesn't look like it goes. You know, I mean, I want to make sure that it meshes and it really looks like it's always been there. I like to tear into a project that's been there for 80 or 90 or 100 years, you know, and seeing how the old guys put it together. The way these old craftsmen did it, I mean, they worked hard on a house and a project. It took them a long time to do it. We do a lot of custom milling out of the millwork to match the original profiles of the house. We might steal a piece of casing off a door or a piece of baseboard somewhere and have that custom milled so that it's the same exact profile, so it really feels like it's the same.
We had a client at one time, we redid her kitchen for her. And when we removed the partition wall that separated her regular living space with the kitchen, she started crying because she was so thrilled with how the space turned out.
People are really happy with how it turns out, and it really makes that whole space just seem much bigger, especially when we're doing like a room addition or something like that. All of a sudden you open it up and you've got that huge new space and it's like, bam, you know, huge impact for everybody.
We hope our clients have great stories, you know, have something fun to say about the experience and the surprises, and it just is all part of the storyline.
I live in the neighborhood, I work in the neighborhood. I could build a new house out in West Omaha, and I choose to live in the Dundee neighborhood, and, you know, and to work in these old homes. You know, that's my passion.
The sports medicine program at Nebraska Medicine is proud to be the athletic trainer and sports medicine provider for Omaha Junior Lancers high school hockey. The multidisciplinary program is uniquely designed to bring together physicians and professionals from specialties and subspecialties, collaborating to develop a customized treatment and rehabilitation program for each patient. The sports medicine team includes experts in primary care, sports medicine, orthopedics, neurology, physical and occupational therapy, and athletic training. For injuries sustained during any activity, count on one team for treatment. To make an appointment with the sports medicine program, call 1-800-922-0000. Nebraska Medicine. Serious medicine. Extraordinary care.
We're back here live at the Ames ISU Arena between periods. Your Omaha Junior Lancers leading the Mason City Mohawks 1-0. Back with me here between periods, Mike Vlasakis. A much better first period than yesterday.
Much better first period than yesterday, and most of the opportunity was in the end with the red sweaters, and Luke Weberg didn't see a lot of action in that first period, which was kind of the opposite effect of from yesterday's game. Omaha, a lot of quality opportunities, and had they been able to cash in on those, the game would have been reversed today from what it was yesterday. Great opportunities. All due respect to Donlinger. Parker did a great job. He made some great saves, and Omaha just needs to bear down a little harder with a little more intensity to help bury those pucks. They don't come; those opportunities don't come easily. You work hard to get them, finish them.
Absolutely, and this game could have been much different than Omaha being up 1-0. As on the I think the third power play that Omaha had, they coughed it up to on the far side. It was actually a blind pass, a clearing pass on the far side by the Omaha bench, and Mason City picked it up and had it clear. I think it was Brett Dispenza clearly in front of the net with a one-timer, just missed the far side post.
Yeah, Omaha tried to go D to D on a blind pass. The forwards had not come back to support, and ordinarily in a situation like that, you'd have two defensemen and one player down low. Well, that player in neutral ice for Mason City was able to get to that half wall and deal it right back to Brett Despina, who was right in front of the net, of the Omaha net. And fortunately, Luke made a great save, and the score remained 1-0. Otherwise, they could have cashed in on that, and we'd be looking at a tie score right now.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at that Omaha goal here, and
here's the play that we just spoke about. 2-on-2, but the Espionat came right back into the nice soft area just about where the hash marks were and launched a good shot.
And he's one of Mason City's goal scorers. So
he's a good player.
You want to be careful there.
Here's the play of Peyton going into the corner. They dish it. Not a clean give and go, but enough to get the puck behind
Donlinger.
Donlinger, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And that's where we sit right now. Your Omaha Junior Lancers after one, up 1-0.
Great first period. We'll hope to come back with a strong second period and don't see any letdown. It's been a well-officiated game thus far, and both teams have been allowed to play. And we just hope for the best for both these teams going into the second period.
We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to the Junior Lancer Hockey at Ames ISU Arena.
One man's lifetime search for his place in the cosmos and his purpose in the universe. A teacher, healer, reader, and author, David R. Lewis has spent his life moving from dogma to karma and farther in the search for answers to the questions so many of us have. David offers a wealth of his personal experience and shares some of the wisdom of his mentor, the late Dr. Henry Rucker. In a refreshing approach to life, he claims no truths but his own, with no desire to convert or convince, but only to share and support. Join David in this glimpse of the endless journey toward an unknown destination. Endless Journey Toward an Unknown Destination by David R. Lewis. Available as an ebook at Amazon.com, Smashwords, and iTunes, and as an e-audiobook at Audible.com.
If you can skate,
you can skate.
if you can shoot,
You can shoot. If you can score,
you can score.
I'm Brian Burke, General Manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And I'm Patrick Burke, scout for the Philadelphia Flyers. Before my brother Brennan passed away in 2010, he was the first person to fight for the rights of gay athletes in professional hockey. Since his accident, our family has fought hard to carry on his legacy and ensure that LGBT athletes around the world are afforded equal opportunity, judged only by their talent, character, and work ethic in their sport.
We're now joined by hockey players from around the world supporting my son Brennan's simple message.
If you can play,
you can play.
if you can play, you can play.
If you can play,
You can play.
Welcome back to the Ames ISU Arena. You're watching Junior Lancer Hockey. Right now, your Junior Lancers lead this game 1-0 over the Mason City Mohawks. Well, Mike, looking at shots here during commercial, the Omaha Junior Lancers, you were mentioning earlier that they were in the Mason City Mohawk end for a lot of the period. Well, shots kind of indicate that, as Omaha is out shooting Mason City 13-4 right now.
13-4 are the shots, and Mason City, I think, has had, I believe it was 2 more penalties than Omaha had in that first period. So it makes sense that Omaha would lead in that shot advantage. So we'll see what happens into the second here. They'll start even strength, and Omaha has to take better advantage of those power play opportunities that they do get.
Absolutely. Just a couple of shout-outs. We want to thank Joel Becker from Beck Bro Productions on assisting us with broadcast this weekend. And then our camera operators yesterday, Chris Perry was able to fill in with operating camera, and today Mr. Rick Rhines is able to assist as well. So thank you very much to our volunteers and to Beck Bros Productions.
Joel does a great job up here. He's producing the program, and we've got more screens and equipment, and we're just so technologically advanced this weekend. It's just a pleasure working up here with him, and he's just a magician when it comes to this stuff. So
well, and we typically are pretty base when it comes to it when we're doing the radio broadcast. So we have our board and a computer, and away we go, and and our headsets. So It's a little more intricate here for the technical side than we're normally used to.
We joked about it yesterday because with us, we typically just do the radio side of things, so you have to be very descriptive. And I joked with Joel from the standpoint that, that people are seeing the game. So I can, back off the gas pedal a little bit and just let them watch what they're seeing and interpret it for themselves. But it's a hard habit to break when you're doing radio.
It sounds good either way.
Yeah, either way, we hope.
Well, what do you think is going to need to be done here in the second period for Omaha to break out of this just this one-goal lead?
Well, you know what? I think Omaha needs to dial it up a notch. They're playing well, and I know Coach Blizek is probably being very positive in the locker room. A lot of good things to take away in that first period in contrast to yesterday's first period. So, with that said, they've got to be more deliberate on winning races and capitalizing on pucks that are 50-50 in their offensive zone, and moving pucks to the net, getting more quality shots, and finishing plays. In my estimation, in that first period, we talked about it just a few moments ago, that they had a lot of opportunity, but they didn't cash on many. So they need to force the issue when it comes to that.
Absolutely. Well, teams are back on the ice, at least Omaha is, and here comes Mason City. We're going to get ready for a puck drop here of the second period as you're watching the Junior Lancers playing number 8 Mason City Mohawks right now at the Ames ISU Arena. Right now, Omaha leads 1-0.
Teams are just getting their little warm-up here before the start of the second period.
So what do you think Mason City coach, I think it's Nick Von Fischer, what do you think he mentioned to his team while they're in the locker room, how they get back into this game and move forward?
They just need to move their feet more and get wide. Omaha's done a great job taking the passing lanes away, so they have to have that intermediate support through neutral ice. Here's the goal scoring summary for Omaha. Goal was scored by Cody Walters, an assist to Jacob Berkowitz off a nice give and go down off the strong side post. And we saw the replay of that goal. It was a nice goal, and Walters able to convert. The teams are getting ready to come into the face-off circle here. They've changed ends. Braxton Hatch is going to take this face-off, and he'll face Skylar Watt. McHenry's out with him. Estep is out. Omaha wins the draw back to Tessier. They go D to Stephen Degnan. Degnan gains the red line and dumps it into the Mohawk end, where it's played off behind the net by Bonlinger. Played behind the net to Estep. He brings it up the half wall, looking for Tessier. Tessier with a shot right into the belly of Donlinger.
Still
the puck
loose.
comes free, and Omaha unable to convert. Kept in the zone. Now it comes into neutral ice. Omaha has to tag up and just laid into the far side corner by Austin Estep, and he gets leveled at the blue line by Ethan McHenry. Omaha lays it back in. Mohawk defender plays it up. That's number 28, Jackson Jones. He tries to move it to Despinas. Skrasky now has it in neutral ice. He makes a quick transition, makes a nice toe drag move, but unable to launch the shot as he's stripped away. By number 47. That's Toyne. He steals the puck from Skrasky. Omaha's dumped it back in. Skrasky has it again. Gets pushed off the play. Sweep check by Sloan, and he plays it into neutral ice. And there's a trip on Skrasky right at the blue line. This could result,
let's see,
in a 2-minute tripping penalty. You never know on those kinds of calls because he seemed to have a step on the defender.
A step on the defender, and last weekend in our Sunday morning game, Cody Walters in overtime had a step in, and they called the penalty shot in overtime.
Here's a replay. He's got a step and tripped. Good call by the official. And Omaha will go on another power play. Drop down on the half wall to Cody Walters on the left wing side. He has it, moves it back up for Peyton. Peyton moves to the middle. Walters finds in the lane here. Gets a shot, and it's directed over the top of the net. Peterson has it. He leaves it up top for Sloan. Back to Walters, who dishes it for Peyton. Back down to Walters, and he leaves it down low for Grun. Walters comes back up, goes cross ice to Sloan. Sloan fishes it through, and a save and cover up. They play it back out, and then a glove save from the point on a Ian Sloan shot.
You know, Donlinger's a good enough goalie that anytime he sees that puck coming through, he's going to stop those.
Need to get more traffic in front of him. Here's the replay. Puck goes to the point, launched by Sloan. Donlinger with a cover-up, and we'll have the draw. Faced off in the zone. Mohawks able to clear. Tessier on the retreat. He'll move it back over, but it's intercepted behind the net. Estep plays it up into neutral ice for Hatch. Stripped away and dumped back into the Omaha zone. Reverse pass up the half wall from Tessier, and he finds Estep on the off wing. Tries to go for another off wing pass. Intercepted. Omaha being a little nonchalant now. Played behind the net by Degnan. Degnan comes out the other side. He's got forechecking pressure by Despinas, and he plays off Estep. They're able to move it up the half wall into neutral ice, so they're getting more aggressive in their penalty kill. 23 seconds left here on the call to number 28, Jackson Jones. Brett Despinas gains the red line, dumps it in. It's rimmed around the other side for Degnan. Degnan finds Hatch, leads in too much. Puck jumps over the stick of Larry Mercier. 2 seconds left, and Mason City is full strength. They lay it into the Omaha zone. Weberg steers it aside. Hatch now. He moves it up the half wall to Mercier. Mercier's got some skating room. 2-on-1 here if they want it. Estep needed to cross behind Mercier on that play for a drop pass. Omaha on the power play is 0 for 4. Tessier throws it out to Cardona. Cardona picks it up in neutral ice. He escapes. Moves it up the half wall to Mercier. Mercier comes back in the Omaha zone. Drops it for Cardona. Cardona makes a nice move around ball. He comes in left wing side, lays it in. Not deep enough, so Mohawks able to play it out in the neutral ice where Kraus now has it. He plays it to Mercier, who goes weak side and directs a pass right into the hands of the Mohawk player, and they dump back in. Jimenez. This will result in an icing here, and this puck will come back. Penalties are Mason City 4 and Omaha 2 thus far, with 12 minutes and 22 seconds left in this period. Puck is dropped. Played behind the net by Jackson Peterson, who lays it out front. Walters with a shot from the hash marks. He leaves it behind the net for Gruen. Gruen plays it up to the point to Sloan. Sloan kicks it down low, tries to find Gruen. Walters needs to get into the corner and forecheck. Plays it off the half wall to his backhand. Plays it up and intercepted as Mason City breaks out. Puck is rimmed. Played back down low. Gruen now has it, low in the zone. He glasses it, tries to get it into neutral ice, and he does. Omaha goes off on a line change. Quick up opportunity for the Mohawks. Intercepted in neutral ice by Skratsky. Played back to Tessier in the Omaha zone. He comes out from behind his net. He's coming down the left wing side. Deptula with a nice play, allowing Tessier to get in the zone. Tessier still behind the net, goes for the wraparound, gets poke checked away. Drops it down for Deptula. Deptula back for Eggers now. Eggers behind the Omaha cage, looking. And we have a whistle and a stoppage in play.
Looks like maybe the net came off.
Net came off the moorings here. Puck was in the corner, and play was stopped as somehow it got kicked off at the 10:46 mark. Face off just to the glove side of Donlinger. Dropped. Omaha tries to gain control. Braxton Hatch on it. He tries to play it up the half wall to Estep. Estep drops it back low. Cardona on a pinch. Gives it to Hatch. Hatch tries to feather it through. Too many numbers there for the Mohawks, and they're able to block the shot, and they bring it back out. Omaha still keeping the puck in the zone. Taken off the play is Estep by McHenry. Watt now has it. He's in neutral ice. Saved by Weberg, and a rebound shot, and another save.
Keeping Luke Weberg sharp there.
Play here on the blue line. I'm not sure who that defenseman was. Should have gapped up there because he gave Watt a little bit too much room and kind of funneled himself back into the net, and he got 2 quality opportunities out of it. Face off just to the blocker side of Weberg. Watt gets tossed. McHenry goes in on the dot. He wins it back. Mason City able to throw it low into the corner. Despinas now on the right wing corner, playing it behind the net. Sloan now chips it out. He gets taken out by Despinas, rubbed off the puck. Payton now has it. He loops it up to Walters on the half wall. He comes back into the zone. He's got some skating room. Trying to chip it into neutral ice. Payton now with it. Moves it up the half wall, and it comes right back down to Sloan behind his own cage. McHenry from out front tries to find number 40, Skylar Watt. Payton now has it. He moves it up in neutral ice for Walters. Those types of plays just need to be laid into the zone. Walters again has it. He's moving it up the left wing half wall. Drops it for Grun. Grun lays it into neutral ice, and Jackson Peterson curls off on a line change. Falling Mohawk forward launches the puck into the Omaha zone, and a cover-up by Luke Weberg, and this will result in a face-off. Correction on the score. The goal by Omaha, Cody Walters, was a power play goal. So Omaha actually is 1 for 4 on the power play. Face-off won by Mason City. Chipped out into neutral ice, and it's a race. Noah Oldenhouse now. And a cover-up by Donlinger.
Donlinger got his stick out there a little bit and hooked up on Mercier as he skated by the corner of the net there.
All 3 players kind of converged there just as Donlinger covered the puck. This face-off will be to his blocker side. Draws late into the corner. Mason City tries to play it out, and they do, into a 2-on-1. Jimenez gets a shot and a save by Weberg.
That almost resulted in a 3-on-1 coming down there. Omaha got very fortunate that it didn't turn into a goal.
This comes right off the face-off. You'll see it goes into the corner and then Glaston out right on past a pinching defenseman there, which was Ian Tessier. 2-on-1. Great job by the offside defenseman giving the goaltender the clear view of the shooter. And Weberg able to make that save. Omaha now with it. Berkowitz. He dishes it for Estep. Estep tries to get behind the defenders, unable to do so, and comes out into neutral ice where Cardona is able to lay the puck into the zone. Drop back. Picked up by Mohawk number 6, Jacob Peterson. He lays into Omaha. They chip it on the half wall to Braxton Hatch, and he's taken out just in front of the Mason City bench. He slowly comes off the ice. The puck's down in Omaha's end. Zach Krause moves it up. Cardona tries to make separation. Berkowitz now has it on the opposite side, and he lays it up. Right now, the momentum is just, Omaha's not moving their feet.
No, they're kind of standing still and
waiting for things to happen instead of being proactive, they're being reactive.
Absolutely.
Delayed call.
It looks like the puck went into the Mason City bench there.
Stoppage in play, and this draw will come out into the neutralized zone where it's dumped back in by Mason City. In contrast to the first period, a lot of this one's been played in the Omaha end. Here's a chip by Deptula. He's clearly in the open. He gets a shot to score! What a great play by Alex Deptula, chipping the puck away from the Mohawk defender. And with great speed, he crosses the blue line, winds up, and launches a shot just over the shoulder of Parker Donlinger. Omaha takes a 2-0 lead at 7:11.
Hard to believe he's a 16-year-old senior and he's leaving us this year.
I wish we had him for a couple more years. But that boy's future is something other than hockey, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
There's the chip,
shot.
And here's his wheels. Gets there, winds up. Great play by Deptula. Great show of speed there, and a lot of want to. We need to get that out of the other 3 lines.
Absolutely.
Puck's played down the half wall. Dropped in by Walters. Walters plays it for Grun. It goes behind the cage. Off his skate. Walters goes to his backhand. Tries to find Jackson Peterson. Need to make those passes deliberately. Puck's played into neutral ice. Noah Payton stops the puck and looking for someone to fish it to. There's Walters on a stretch pass. They got a 2-on-1 if he lays it in. And a shot by Jackson Peterson on a redirect from a nice stretch pass from Cody Walters. Results in a fantastic save by Parker Donlinger.
Right now,
here's the replay. On the stretch, they break into 2-on-1. Redirected. And a nice cover-up by Donlinger on a great opportunity by the Omaha Junior Lancers.
Right now, he's the difference maker in this game.
Here's a scoring summary. Alex Deptula, he didn't get an assist, although that was a long bomb from a defender in the Omaha zone. We're not sure who launched that puck, but Alex Deptula unassisted. Your score is 2-0 with 6:20 left in this second period. Face off to Donlinger's blocker side. Braxton Hatch on the draw. He's got a left wing off and E-step with left defenseman Ian Tessier. Played off Jacob Berkowitz's feet. Berko picks it up behind the net. He moves it for E-step on a give and go. Opportunity by E-step and a save by Donlinger. Puck's wrapped. Mason City just trying to gain a zone here. They've got numbers. Degnan trying to play off the Mason City forward. Gets his stick stripped away, and we'll see what the call is going to be here. This call could really go either way.
Well, it looked like the Mason City goaltender was heading to the bench. Looks like number 12 for Omaha.
Steven Degnan's going to go off for hooking. 5:51 in this period, a 2-minute minor. Here's the play. And this faceoff will be just inside the Omaha defensive zone. Zach Grun on it. He's able to gain control and clears. Mohawks on the retreat. They play it behind their net. Despinas now has it. He tries to find ball in neutral ice. Ball comes into the zone, right wing side, lays it in. Payton picks it up, kicks it behind the net. He and Ball are battling for the puck. He's got backside support from Cardona. Despinas now helping out down low. Back to Ball. Moves it up the half wall to McHenry. McHenry drops it for Watt. Watt drops it back for Ball. Grun gains a handle and lays it into neutral ice. Mason City right now is 0 for 2 on the power play. Minute left in the Degnan penalty. Cardona has it. Glass tries to glass it out, but a great play there by number 28. That's Jackson Jones keeping the puck in. Now it comes out into neutral ice where Despinas plays it over. And off the half wall, Watt hands it to McHenry. They go in offside. And Payton with a clear. Jones picks it up behind his cage. Looking for neutral ice. Little clog in the zone there. And they come in offside.
That's tough when you're on the power play and you end up setting yourself offside like that.
We're going to have another call here. On that play, the puck got carried over into the bench side near the Mohawks bench. We'll try to get a replay on this, but if you count, there's 6 players on the ice. Right here on the change. Too many men on the ice, so Mohawks will go down 1 man, and this will give the Omaha Junior Lancers a power play opportunity after this 23 seconds of the clock ticks off for Stephen Degnan. Tessier plays it back for Sloan. Sloan finds weak side forward Austin Estep. Estep gains the zone. He's looking, tries to set it up, makes a nice move, comes back around the net, and he gets tripped. We'll have another penalty opportunity here as Omaha will take a 2-man advantage. Sloan pinches in and gets a shot. Omaha still with possession on the delay call. Estep, top of circle, finds weak side forward. Cody Walters can't play it out of his feet, moves it up to Sloan. And Sloan just goes for the touch-up at 3:35. We'll have a tripping call against J.J. Hahn on Austin Estep behind the play. Here he is, went right for the skate blade. Estep goes down, and Omaha takes a 2-man advantage on the power play.
And when you're moving your feet, like Estep can do, you're going to draw penalties.
Omaha's 1 for 4 on the outnumbered situation. They gain control. Walters moves it to Cardona. Cardona looking. He gets to the top of the circles, moves it strong side to Walters. He goes off the weak side post, gets a shot, but it's wide of the net. Back to Cardona. He's looking again, gets a shot and a save. Watt now with it. Cardona with a nice steal, and we'll have a penalty here.
Noah Payton, it looked like.
Looks like Payton interfered, and he'll go off 2 minutes. Here's the replay. Well, yeah, Cardona made the steal,
which is where
there was contact there.
I was going to say I thought it was Cardona that would have got the way he stole it.
The play was blown after Cardona had stolen the puck, and it looks like it's incidental contact, but it could be definitely ruled as interference, and that's what Clark did. So Omaha's down a man here. It'll be a 3-on-4. Grun retreating into his zone. Moves it over to Degnan. Degnan tries to find Walters. Walters picks it up behind his net. Lots of space here. Degnan on a one-time shoots over the top of the net. Walters tries to seal off the boards. Can't do so, but he gets backside support, thankfully, from Jackson Peterson. Peterson gains control now. He comes into the zone. Drops it for Walters. Walters at the top of the circle. Shot on goal. Blocked by a Mason City defender. And this will go the length of the ice. Degnan is beat to the puck by Brett Despina. Puck gets left for E-Step. He comes up the left wing side. He's got 2 forecheckers on him. Drops it behind. And picked up in the corner. Leaves it for Berkowitz. Berkowitz tries to get it back to E-Step. Comes up the half wall. E-Step again with control. He moves it to Ian Tessier. Tessier goes to his backhand. Back to E-Step. Picks it up at the hash marks. Shot on goal. Laid in front by Cardona. Burko now with it in the corner. He tries to leave it for Cardona. Cardona able to put it into the zone. And now Omaha's a man down. Played up by Watt. He's got McHenry on the weak side, but a closing Jackson Peterson pushes him out of harm's way. Puck comes into neutral ice. Grun now with it. He comes down the right wing side. He's looking to get to his forehand. He lays it in. Gets a shot on goal and a cover up by Donlinger at 1:08. And teams are at full strength. Mason City 0 for 4 on their power play, and Omaha 1 for 6.
Wow. Quite the stats there. And then that was an interesting last few minutes there with between both teams and their penalties and non-penalties.
It was kind of hard to keep track of how many people were going to be out on the ice surface. But we're back to even strength now. Mason City moves it up to Ball. Ball chips it out for number 23, Lasise. He leaves it for Jimenez. Jimenez lays it behind the cage. Omaha up the half wall, tries to gain the zone, and they leave it for Larry Mercier. Mercier and Oldenhouse on a 2-on-1, tries to leave it, drops it back for Perry. Perry gets a shot on goal and a save by Bondlinger. 42 seconds left in this second period. Back over to Ball. Mercier plays the puck after his stick was taken out of his hands. Wraps it around to the other side where Mason City's able to pick it up. They leave it in neutral ice. Played by Peyton. Peyton with a nice move. Comes to the middle. Tries to leave it for Oldenhouse. 11 seconds. And Mason City with glassing out. We'll have an icing on the play.
There's some good energy from that Perry line.
Here's the replay. Mercier with a nice move. Tries to dish it, but a good step up there by the Mason City defender. Yeah, puck comes back out to Perry. And he gets a nice shot on goal. Shots for Omaha, 14. Mason City, 4. Grun now off the face-off dot to Peyton. Peyton with a shot through a mass of humanity there. And that will end the period. Omaha Junior Lancers 2, Mason City Mohawks 0. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network. We'll be right back.
Mom, are you going to let her get away with that?
It's just a shopping cart.
So it's your shopping cart. What's wrong with you? You chicken?
But
Mom, you're such a wimp.
What?
What's wrong with you? Stand up for yourself. Go over there and give her a good smack. Oh. Fight, 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 fight. She's a goon. Give her a taste of her own medicine.
As time goes by, life seems to get more and more hectic. If you'd like to escape for a moment, the good old days are alive and well on the internet at heartlandmemories.com. At heartlandmemories.com, nationally award-winning writer David Lewis brings you memories of his life and times in the heartland of America. David's vocal style and masterful storytelling can often weave laughter and tears in the same tale, with his poignant and humorous recollections of days past. There was a time when we didn't Twitter, tweet, and email. That time is still doing fine at heartlandmemories.com. Canoe whitewater, beat the sun to the top of the hill, play baseball, jump in a pond with a horse, have Christmas dinner with Aunt Myrna, meet some real old-timers. You can. It's not too late. Spend a little time with David Lewis at heartlandmemories.com. Relax for a while. The good old days are waiting for you.
Hi. This kid's potato sack doesn't look regulation to me.
Excuse me?
Well, it's got a wider base. I mean, that's totally unfair to my kid, right? I want to launch a protest. Well, look, it's 2 inches higher, and look at those hand grips. It's not regulation.
Regulation?
Look, you know what else? I want a urine sample from this kid. He looks a little beefy for a 5-year-old. You're going down, buddy.
We're back live here at Ames ISU Arena. In between second and third period, your Omaha Junior Lancers winning this contest at this point 2-0 over number 8 seed Mason City Mohawks. Mike, second period action. There was some highlights, some lowlights, and everything in between.
A lot of game left, Mike. That's all I got to say. And you know what? The next goal is going to be huge because in a 2-0 game, that next goal is life-giving or it creates momentum for the opposition. Mohawk scores a 2-1 game, 1-goal game. Omaha scores, it's a 3-goal game. So that kind of tends to let the air out of the sails, so to speak. Good period. Omaha had their chances on their power play. They've had 6 and they've converted 1. Mason City has had 4 and they haven't converted any. Shots total for 2 periods, 24 for Omaha and 7 for Mason City. Now that said, it seems like a dominant game, but that's not what I saw in the second period. I saw a lot of guys standing around, a lot of guys not moving their feet to get to pucks, no sense of urgency.
Absolutely. We saw a lot of red sweaters in the white zone.
You know what?
I'm surprised the shots weren't more than 7 after 2.
I mean, a lot of that play was in the Omaha end this period, and they had power play opportunities. So what does that tell you? It tells you we need to turn up our sense of urgency. We need to win the race to every puck, and we need to look like we're trying to win a hockey game instead of coasting and being reactionary.
Put
Be
your foot
proactive.
Down. Yep.
Put your foot on the gas.
Yep. Absolutely.
We had a penalty in neutral ice where our player was hooking their player, and he got 3 shots at the infraction before it was called. I mean, how many times do you need to get inside a guy with your stick before the referee's going to blow the whistle?
Right.
And he had 3 opportunities to move his feet and get up with the play, and he didn't do that. He ended up in the box. Those types of things just grind me as a former coach, in that you hate to see guys that aren't expending effort.
Absolutely. Lazy penalties are never something you want to see. So
we're going to have a replay here of the goal. Comes to the point. There's the chip away by Alex Deptula, and there's a kid with effort. And there's a kid that used his speed to get behind the defenders. We'll watch it again. He comes in, winds up, gets a rocket shot off, and scores. And he's a fourth-line player. He's probably had 2 shifts this entire game.
And I can tell you, though, on that shift, if we go back and look, as he's coming over and breaks away and winds up, Donlinger is not looking for a blast like that, especially a shot as hard as what Deptula threw on net.
Absolutely.
It caught him totally by surprise.
Well, and here's the difference. These guys get a couple shifts a game. They're JV kids. They moved up to play fourth-line varsity. There's the rocket shot. Just beats him clearly. I might have got a piece of it, but clearly the effort is what got him there. Those kids are hungry. They play with energy, and they want to earn more ice time. We got a group of guys, and I hate to be negative in a 2-0 game, but you know what? If we don't watch our step in this third period, we're going to let them crawl back into the game, and then where are we going to be? And it's going to be our own fault. It's going to be a self-inflicted wound that we create for ourselves. So we have to come out in this third period, play much stronger with our feet, use our speed, and extend an effort and look like we want to win this game and create a sense of urgency.
Well, if you're Nick Von Fischer over there on Mason City bench, what are you telling your team right now?
I'm telling them, those guys are primed for disaster here. Move your feet, get wide, take away their passing lanes, be first to pucks, stay on the D side of the puck in every zone. do all the little things that take away the Omaha opportunities, since we're not expending ourselves. We're not winning races to pucks against a team that we should. I mean, you look at the depth factor, and Omaha has broader depth. They should use that depth.
And if you're Coach Andy Blazek in the locker room right now,
well, you know what? You can't speak to your team in the locker room the way I'm speaking right now, because we are leading the game 2-0. But you know what? We don't want that score to be 2-1, and we don't want we just need more effort out of the guys. Play like a champion.
It's 17 minutes or die, right? Do or die.
That's right.
Expend a full 17 minutes.
Leave it on the ice.
Go home, go for lunch and play for another day.
Feel good about yourselves. Win this game. Have a great afternoon and come back and do it again tomorrow. At least you played through the whole tournament. It beats allowing a team back into the game because you're not working hard enough. You're getting outworked, and then you end up going home on Sunday morning after breakfast.
And hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Absolutely. Bingo.
Well, we're going to take a quick short break here as we wait teams to come back out of the ice. You're watching Junior Lancer Hockey.
The sports medicine program at Nebraska Medicine is proud to be the athletic trainer and sports medicine provider for Omaha Junior Lancers high school hockey. The multidisciplinary program is uniquely designed to bring together physicians and professionals from specialties and subspecialties, collaborating to develop a customized treatment and rehabilitation program for each patient. The sports medicine team includes experts in primary care, sports medicine, orthopedics, neurology, physical and occupational therapy, and athletic training. For injuries sustained during any activity, count on one team for treatment. To make an appointment with the sports medicine program, call 1-800-922-0000. Nebraska Medicine. Serious medicine. Extraordinary care.
At Olden House Contracting, our specialty is transforming homes and leaving lasting impressions. Through quality craftsmanship and courageous design, we'll bring your vision to life. Olden House Contracting, 402-573-8125 or oldenhousecontracting.com.
We're back live at the Ames Ice Arena on the campus of Iowa State. Your score: Omaha Junior Lancers 2, Mason City Mohawks 0, as we're preparing to start third period action here in this game.
Well, Mike, just waiting for the ice to dry up here. Just finished cleaning and get these teams back out on the ice for action for period 3. Omaha, as you've said, is leading 2-0. We've kind of discussed different scenarios here as each coach, and we'll see what each team has in store here coming into the third.
Omaha has a profound lead in the shots for the game with 24-7, but it's not indicative of how that second period went.
No.
Omaha did get that second goal, and but you know what? In my opinion, Mason City played a much better second period than they did in the first, and Omaha played a much worse period in the second than they did in the first.
Well, Mason City has been fronting shots quite a bit since the start of the game, and even though the play was in the Omaha end, the times that Omaha was getting into the zone a lot of times, yes, they're out shooting them, but Mason City was lifting sticks, blocking shots, diving in front of plays. So, they're a team that's still hungry.
They are hungry, and we need to show a little hunger. It's almost disappointing when you see some of your top players lose 50-50 battles to players that they have two steps on en route to a puck. I mean, who does that?
It's mind-boggling,
yeah,
right?
It's a little mind-boggling for me. If you got two steps on a guy that you have speed over going for a puck, how do you lose that race?
Right.
We're going to come back and we're going to face this puck off just in the center ice dot here. We're going to start this period up here as soon as possible. Referees are having a little conference at the scorer's table. Teams are jumping onto their benches, and we'll give you the lineup as to who's going to take this face-off.
I would imagine typically Omaha's going to come back out with the same guys that started it up. You're probably going to get Hatch centering, and I think it was Grun and Estep, sorry. Drawing a blank here on the wings.
Yes, according to the lineup sheet, they were the first line out. And, yes, that was Estep, Berkowitz, Braxton Hatch, Degnan and Tessier. And it looks like that's going to be the line that's going to start this third period off. We're ready to get this third period underway. Teams will start even up. 5-on-5, 17 minutes left in a 2-0 game. Puck is dropped. Mason City wins. Watt has it. Dumps it into the Omaha zone. Degnan can't get to the puck. Despinas keeping the puck in the Omaha zone, drops it for Watt. Watt with a shot goes wide of the net. Hatch and Burko. Watt gains control, leaves it behind the Omaha cage where Tessier plays it. He's trying to find some time here to get some backside support. Hatch is out. He's against McHenry. Mohawks go to the point. They try to move it toward the net, and Omaha gains control now. Estep has it at the red line, and he goes around a defender, and a shot, and a save by Donlinger, and he wasn't sure if he had that.
And Berkowitz was right on the doorstep looking for that loose puck.
He immediately looked behind him as he thought that the puck might have squeaked through. Here's the replay. Estep makes a nice move here around the defender. Here's a great...
Looks like we have a roughing call. To Mason City, maybe?
Yep, looks like there was a call on the play. That's Toyne. He's going off on a 2-minute minor for roughing. This will give Omaha their 7th power play opportunity. There's the opportunity on goal. And we're trying to see where the penalty may come in here.
I think it was right in here by Berkowitz.
Yep, Burko got hit right under the chin there, it looks like, by Donlinger.
Well, and they do have number 1 on the scoreboard.
Yep. So Toyne is going to serve.
Well, and there's still discussion here.
Yeah, so we're not sure what's going on just yet. It appears that Toyne's going to serve for Donlinger. They're making sure that the player serving the penalty was actually on the ice for the infraction. This face-off will be, once it's dropped, will be to the blocker side of Donlinger. And now they're taking Jacob Metley off.
So is there a secondary penalty then?
As well. We'll sort this out and get back to everyone. The puck gets dropped, comes back to the point to Payton. Payton moves it down to Walters. Walters shoots, and Donlinger with a kick save. Back to Payton. He finds Peterson in the corner. Back up to Payton. He's got a lane and a shot and a save. Loose puck. Comes over to the half wall to Walters. Walters looking. He finds some skating room. Loses the handle. And Mason City will steal the puck and clear the ice. Sloan now has it. He's coming out of the Omaha zone. He's being pressured by Jimenez. Sloan able to gain the zone. He's rubbed off by Jimenez. Puck's moved from low to high to Grun by a Mohawk defender trying to gain the zone. The call is 2 minutes roughing against goaltender Parker Donlinger. and a 10-minute misconduct. Puck's moved over to Sloan. He drops it back for Walters. He's on a forehand. Can't control the puck. Leaves it for Grun. Grun back to Sloan. Shot fronted by a Mason City defender, and a loose puck net front, and Jackson Peterson with a quality opportunity on a backhand shot and a save and cover up by Donlinger.
And there's multiple block shots again.
The 10-minute misconduct is for words that were exchanged after the initial call was made, and we're thinking that was probably towards the official, and that merited the 10-minute misconduct. Another backhand shot off the strong side face-off circle, and a save by Donlinger, and they're able to clear. Degnan on the retreat. He's got pressure by Despinas. He moves it to Tessier. Tessier comes through neutral ice. Left wing side, he's going to gain the corner. He's coming net front on a wrap now. Decided to traverse the net. He comes to the point and throws a shot on net, and a cover-up by Donlinger.
Thought the way Tessier was coming in there, he was going to kind of drop the shoulder and cut straight to the net.
It appeared that he was. And now Omaha is 1 for 7 on their power play opportunities.
You do a little better there.
Puck's dropped. The teams are even strength. Mason City comes up with it. Despinas tries to chip it into the zone. McHenry has it. No checking pressure. Omaha hasn't finished a check in an entire period. Puck's dropped low. Despinas drops it for McHenry. McHenry dangles the front of the net, and Weberg with a save.
Well, Luke right now is standing up to the challenge here today. He's had several, again, not many shots, but the ones he's getting are pretty quality shots coming in.
They are, and they're gaining the zone low, and they're keeping the puck low, and nobody is stepping up to separate men from pucks.
Nope.
They're letting them walk right into the lower than the dot area.
And that could bite them.
Shot off the face-off. They're going to drop it again here. Jackson Peterson on the face-off dot. He wins it back to Grun, and a hard wrap and a rim by Sloan. Comes out of the zone. Delay call on the Mohawks, and Sloan will have some time here to bring the puck out as they have to regroup. He leaves it for Walters. Walters gets a shot by number 40, Skylar Watt. Grun now has it. He moves to his backhand and a save right in front of the net, and he gets taken out in a punch to the face on Zach Gruen by Donlinger.
Getting feisty.
Puck comes out to Payton. He's held up. Here's Deptula. He gains the red line. This was our goal scorer in the second period. He lays it in behind the Mohawk cage. Henry tries to play it out. Eggers drops it back in. Skratsky and Eggers on the forecheck. Puck gets left behind the net. Mohawks try to glass it out. Degnan tries to move the puck up and poke check it away from number 40. That's Watt. Tessier throws it into neutral ice. Played off ball skate. And Estep gets around the Mohawk defenders and gets a clear shot on goal, and Donlinger with another save. We've got the replay here. Now watch what happens to Zach Gruen. Boom. Right to the head.
That's a missed call there.
And right in front of Clark. Puck gets laid deep into the Omaha zone. Degnan on the chase. He's being forechecked by Jimenez. Puck's moved forward to Hatch from Tessier. Tessier gains the red line. Degnan on a pinch. Estep now with it on the half wall. He gets to the dot, gets another shot, and a save by Donlinger. They move up the half wall to Jimenez. Jimenez now has it on the right wing side. Tessier gaps up, and Jimenez forced to dump the puck in. We'll have a delayed call here. This will go against Ian Tessier. 2-minute minor for holding at 11:24 in this third period. Here's the play, and here's the call. Little shove drops the Mason City player, and Tessier's out for 2 minutes. That was the play on Walters in neutral ice. Glassing out, Omaha able to gain the zone. Watt catches it just outside the blue line, and McHenry now has it in neutral ice. McHenry rims it. Who's first? Mason City. Despinas able to keep the puck in the zone, and they wrap it. Zach Grun tries to gain control on the half wall, gives it to Sloan, and Sloan able to make the clear. Jones on the retreat, picks it up behind his net, moves it over for Watt. Watt makes a move as he gets forechecking pressure from Berkowitz. Kicked out by Jackson Peterson. They move it to Despinas on the weak side wing, and he drops it in to the left wing corner. Omaha able to gain control, and they will shoot at the length of the ice for a clear. A minute left on the penalty to Tessier. 10:19 left in this third period. Omaha leads 2-0. Mason City bringing it out. They look for the stretching McHenry. Chipped into the zone. Degnan rims it to Grun. Grun lays it into neutral ice, and Estep's stick being held.
Oh, my. He'd been gone to the races if they hadn't been held up there.
Laid into neutral ice. Backhanded in by Toyne. Degnan has it. He rims it. Hopkins now has it. Grun just almost able to chip it out from his skates into neutral ice, and he would have been off to the races. 9:31 left in this third period. 6 seconds on the penalty to Tessier. Shot in this redirect by Weberg. Omaha's full strength now. Mohawks wrangling behind the Omaha cage, looking for Jimenez off the weak side post. Seal off by Cardona. Puck's dropped behind the net. Degnan trying to battle. Oldenhouse leaves it for Cardona. Cardona leaves it for Peterson. Peterson tries to indirect it to Noah Oldenhouse. Too much mustard on that one, and it goes in, and we'll have a stoppage in play. Mason City 0 for 5 on their power play today.
Almost even.
Here's the holding on the chip pass as Estep tries to blow past this defender. He's holding his stick. So unable to convert on that play. Puck's dropped in the Omaha zone, blocker side of Luke Weberg. Number 27, Adam Martin on the faceoff. He'll face Angelo Perry. Perry wins it back to Sloan. Sloan rims it for Oldenhouse, and they're able to gain neutral ice. And now there's a pile-up.
Well, he's calling a penalty and not sure on who here. Oldenhouse ran over top of one of the Mohawk guys that were on the ice.
Penalty on Noah Oldenhouse. I didn't see the indication. It looks like it might be interference or holding.
Well, I'd like to say, I'm trying to figure that one out because he got bowled over. If anything, it should have been probably one going both ways.
Right in front of the Omaha bench, and Mason City will go on their sixth power play. Oldenhouse finishes the check, makes separation here, trying to play the puck out. And then he's pushed over the top and pulled down. So Omaha goes on a penalty kill. Ball with it, and he scores.
What did we talk about in between periods there? You leave them hanging around.
2-1's your score now with 8:21 left. A lot of game left. We'll get a replay on this goal. Puck goes to the half wall. Ball came off the half wall to the dot and launched a shot. Screened. Luke Weberg beats him glove side. Here's a slow-mo of it. Gets the puck just below the dot and beats Weberg. Now we'll see what momentum does.
Absolutely.
Teams are even strength. And that's a Mason City power play goal. Mason City is 1 for 6 now on the power play. Tessier leaving it for, well, thought we left it for Berkowitz. E-step gains control and dumps it in. Omaha trying to keep the puck into the zone. Hatch has it, overskates it, able to gain the handle and dumps it in. Mason City now in the regroup, comes into neutral ice. Watt now with it. Shot and a glove save by Luke Weberg. 7:44, your score is 2-1. Jackson Peterson on the dot. Mohawks win. They move it up to the point and down the half wall. Puck is funneled toward the net. Jimenez is net front. Ball is off the half wall. Omaha just hanging on here. Here comes Walters across the red line. Makes a nice move. Gets to his backhand. Peterson now with the handle. He comes back behind the Mason City cage, leaves it for Walters. Walters indirects a pass to Kraus. Kraus able to keep the puck in the zone. Held off the play is Zach Gruen. Cardona able to keep the puck in the zone. Gruen working the half wall. Step up by Zach Kraus. Nice play to keep the puck in the zone. Walters has it. Loses the handle as it's poke checked away. Mason City moves it up the half wall. Cardona able to keep the puck in the zone. And we have a delayed penalty, and it's going against Omaha. Shot and a save as the delay call is on. Mason City will have a whistle. This will be an interference call against Jackson Peterson. Number 92 will go off 2-minute minor for interference. Scoring summary for Mesa City Mohawks. The goal was scored by Bryce Ball. Assists to Skylar Watt from the point on a power play conversion. They'll have another power play here. 6:23 left in this game. Right off the faceoff, a shot and a save by Luke Weberg. Right off the draw. Weber able to see that puck and makes a nice save. Off the faceoff, the puck goes low into the strong side corner and chipped over the netting. We'll go right back to this dot. E-step versus McHenry. Puck is dropped. McHenry wins it. He plays it off the half wall. Shot on goal, and they're going to throw everything in the net right now. Minute 45 left on the Peterson penalty. 6:08 left in this period. There's the shot. And a save by Weberg. Blocker side circle. Centerman tie up. Omaha trying to play the puck out of the zone. This play has been in the Omaha zone since the power play started. Play by Tessier. He tries to throw it out of the zone. Despinas able to glove it and drop it back in. Ball now with it. He plays off a shot and a kick save by Weberg. Mohawks able to dump it in. Degnan plays it up the half wall. Puck is frozen in the corner. Tessier doing a great job killing time. 49 seconds. Mohawks outnumber the situation 3-1 in the corner there, but Tessier able to freeze that puck along the boards and gets a face-off. Here they come into the zone. Off the wall and out. We'll have this face-off just to the blocker side of Weberg. E-step on the draw. Loses it, net front, and Despinas comes out with a puck. And a shot and a save by Weberg.
He's a dangerous player on the Mohawks team. Can't let him get chances like that.
This puck literally has not left this zone.
No, and we haven't won any faceoffs since this penalty started.
There's been 6 faceoffs on this power play. There's a win and a clear. 1 faceoff won. In today's contest, the first Consolation Semifinal today went to a shootout. So interesting set of results. And the Consolation, if it ends in a tie here in these games, they go immediately to shootout, and they do not play an overtime segment. Puck is cleared again. 7 seconds left on this penalty. Despinas tries to gain the zone, and Omaha able to clear. 4:22 left in this game. 2-1's your score. Mohawks move it up the half wall. Ball's still out. Puck's chipped for Peterson. He leaves it for Grun. Grun gets a shot. Redirected away by Bondringer. Mason City is 1 for 7 now on their power play opportunities. Ball lays it into the Omaha zone. They move it up the half wall. Still controlling is their captain, McHenry. And Peyton gets held around the head area, and it looks like we're going to have a call here.
But he got it on the tripping side of it.
Tripping call. Okay.
Tomorrow,
Dubuque versus Quad City in that consolation, and Dubuque won in the shootout, so they will move on.
Yeah, that was quite the shootout this morning. You know, Quad City, Andre, he's quite a goaltender, but when they got to that shootout, Grobstick was able to get the deciding goal on that.
And the winner of this game will play Dubuque tomorrow
at 9 a.m.
Mason City trying to move the puck into neutral ice. Degnan lays it in and Degnan takes a retaliatory penalty.
Silly.
Number 28 finishes the check on Steven Degnan, and he cross-checks and roughs. And now with 3:16 left in a 2-1 game, Omaha goes on the penalty kill.
We'll be playing 4-on-4 for 1:39, but still, that's a selfish retaliatory there.
You said it.
You know what? If an opposing player wants to finish their check, take the check and move on. Let's hope this doesn't cost Omaha.
3:16 left in this contest. Mason City with 1:39 to kill. Degnan with 2 minutes to kill. Omaha leads 2-1. Omaha able to gain control on a push off the faceoff. They leave it into the Mohawks' end. Coming down the left wing side is Toyne. He lays it in. Peyton plays it up the half wall to Grun. Gruen tries to gain the zone. He loses the handle. Despinas now has it. He lays it back in behind the Omaha cage where Peyton's able to pick it up. He's ragging time. In this type of situation, can't get a lot of support on the backside as the numbers don't merit it. Omaha comes up with it. Gruen moves it to Sloan. Sloan moves over the blue line and just lays it in for Peterson. Poke check by Peterson separates Watt from the puck. Here comes Henry, gets to his backhand side, and he's forced off the play by Ian Sloan. McHenry comes to the top of the circle, gets a shot, saving a cover-up by Luke Weberg as Despinas was right on the doorstep waiting to convert that to tie this game. Here's the shot. He comes off the half wall here. They drop it for McHenry. He gains the top of the circle, gets the shot. The puck is loose, and Brett Despinas with a quality opportunity. Had not that weak side defenseman been in there to tie him up, this game would have been tied. McHenry now at the point. Shot on goal. Weberg saw it the last second and able to deflect it out into the netting, and we'll have another face-off. Here's this point draw. Omaha loses the draw, comes back to McHenry. McHenry gets the shot, and just at the last moment, off the blocker side shoulder, Luke Weberg makes the save. Net front. Great opportunity by Weberg to cover that puck, and he did. Very deliberate on his part. There's the shot. He stopped the puck. It dropped in front of him, and he immediately covered it. 1:55 left in this game. Four on four. Puck's left for Gruen. Gruen's got a weak side forward. Jackson Peterson on the right wing side. He comes across behind the Mohawk cage, feeds it to the point. Gruen steps in, makes two nice moves and a shot just wide of the net. 11 seconds to kill off the Degnan penalty. McHenry now coming down the right wing side. He's got speed and played right off the puck as Degnan comes out of the penalty box, able to make the steal.
That could have been painful if he'd made contact.
Ricky McHenry is a pretty big kid, and he's got good speed for a guy that weighs 2 bills. 56 seconds here. And Mason City pulls their goaltender. Puck behind the Omaha cage, played up the half wall by Cardona. 46 seconds. Behind the net now. Over to McHenry. They move it out to Berkowitz. Berkowitz lays the puck the length of the ice, hits the post, and comes off the side. And this puck will be brought back into the Omaha end as the call is icing.
Looks like timeout. Timeout for Mason City there.
Mason City and Omaha are both 1 for 8 on their power play opportunities.
Wow.
And Mason City calls the 60-second timeout here.
With about 49 seconds left in the game.
You know, I'd like to say that this gives opportunity to rest their number ones, but in reality, I don't see where it makes a difference.
What are you setting up over there with the Omaha bench for the last 49 seconds or so left in this game, up 2-1?
Keep the puck wide, win the battles, get to loose pucks, clear the puck. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where you just effort points are going to make the difference, and we haven't played with effort since the first period.
Who's taking the draw for Omaha, do you think?
I would probably Braxton Hatch. He's the best draw guy. He hasn't had very good draws today. None of our centermen have won draws today. None of them. But he's the best chance, I think. We got Tessier, Degnan on D, and it looks like Peterson's coming in on a face-off. He's won the last two, so that makes sense. And he wins this one. Tessier tries to glass and out, can't do it. Lays it back for Jimenez. He has to go back into his D zone to regroup. And now the puck comes off to Tessier. Tessier tries to gain the zone, and they have to regroup again. This is what has to be done. Keep Mason City in neutral ice regrouping. Degnan with an indirect. Tries to gain the zone. Can't do it. Now the puck's loose. Just a kick pad save off Desminas, off the strong side post. And Omaha is going to hang on by the skin of their teeth to win this game 2-1. Omaha moves on to the consolation. They'll be playing Dubuque tomorrow. And all I have to say is this team better bow down to the services of Luke Weberg right now. 9 o'clock tomorrow, you'll see the Dubuque Devils versus the Omaha Junior Lancers right here at the Ames Arena. This is the final. Omaha Junior Lancers 2, Mason City Mohawks 1. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network.
The last thing I want to do is build something that doesn't look like it goes, you know. I mean, I want to make sure that it meshes and it really looks like it's always been there. I like to tear into a project that's been there for 80 or 90 or 100 years, you know, and seeing how the old guys put it together. The way these old craftsmen did it, I mean, they worked hard on a house and a project. It took them a long time to do it. We do a lot of custom milling out of the millwork to match the original profiles of the house. We might steal a piece of casing off a door or a piece of baseboard somewhere and have that custom milled so that it's the same exact profile, so it really feels like it's the same.
We had a client at one time, we redid her kitchen for her. And when we removed the partition wall that separated her regular living space with the kitchen, she started crying because she was so thrilled with how the space turned out.
People are really happy with how it turns out, and it really makes that whole space just seem much bigger, especially when we're doing like a room addition or something like that. All of a sudden you open it up and you've got that huge new space, and it's like, bam, you know, huge impact for everybody.
We hope our clients have great stories, you know, have something fun to say about the experience and the surprises, and it just is all part of the storyline.
I live in the neighborhood, I work in the neighborhood. I could build a new house out in West Omaha, and I choose to live in the Dundee neighborhood, and, you know, and to work in these old homes. You know, that's my passion.
The sports medicine program at Nebraska Medicine is proud to be the athletic trainer and sports medicine